Disney World is on fire tonight as we get ready for the most anticipated match of the season. It's the Disney World After Hours Rumble! In this corner, weighing in at a childhood's worth of dreams, it's the reigning champ, the undefeated juggernaut of joy at only 53 years old, Magic Kingdom! And in this corner, weighing in with over 35 years of movie making, animation pedigree, and a knockout right hook of nostalgia, Hollywood Studios!
I got embarrassed.
But wait, there's more. In the undercard, weighing in with centuries of tradition and a mean kung fu kick, plus 42 years of nimble footwork of imagination, Epcot! Which Disney World After Hours event will become the new champion? Let the match begin!
Alright, I'm starting off this After Hours Rumble with what I believe will be the key player to beat, and that is Magic Kingdom. Let's start off by talking about what After Hours events are. These are select events, special ticketed events, where you can stay in a Disney World park after hours. For Magic Kingdom, it will take place select nights from January 11th to April 8th, 2024. The price for After Hours in Magic Kingdom is between $155 and $175. But don't worry, annual pass holders and DVC members can get discounts. The event takes place from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., but you can enter the park starting at 7 p.m. The reason you want to get here early and get here right at 7 o'clock is because at 8 p.m. you can watch the Happily Ever After fireworks show, which obviously we'll be doing. I got a great view in front of the castle, so the show's going to start in just a few minutes, and that's not the only fireworks show we're going to be watching tonight, so stay tuned. If you want to arrive earlier than 7 p.m., you must have another form of valid park admission, whether that's a day ticket, annual pass, that sort of thing. When you do enter for After Hours, you're going to enter on the right side of Magic Kingdom. You'll scan in, you'll get your wristband, and they have special, it's not really a map, but a special brochure pamphlet to tell you everything that is available during this event. Obviously, very low crowds, very low waits for a lot of fun attractions. You get free snacks. There's going to be characters out and about, and we're going to see what else we can find. And I'm really excited because I think we're going to have a lot of fun, and I think we're going to be the one to beat. So let's get started. All right, I am walking into what's already a pretty empty Magic Kingdom. It's only going to get better. It is 9:43, so the event has technically not started yet, but people are leaving the Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom closes for regular guests at 10 p.m., and that is when After Hours starts. So just forewarning, you can't sneak into an After Hours event. You must have a wristband on your wrist in order to stay here. So the only people who are staying here after hours are the people who paid for After Hours. All right, it is 10:01. The event has officially started, and the first place I'm headed to is Tomorrowland because something very exciting is happening during this After Hours event, and that is that Tron Lightcycle Run is going to be a standby wait. That's right, no virtual queue, no lightning lane, so we're going to go check it out now. I'm assuming that everybody is heading over to Tron right now, but we're going to go check it out. It's all the way back here to the front of the sign, and I will say they are asking for wristbands to show before you even hop in line. So people who are regular day guests who did not pay for After Hours cannot hop in the Tron line. Okay, so the standby line for Tron right now is 45 minutes. That's a little bit longer than I would like to wait for it, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. It's gonna go down throughout the night, so we'll ride it later. Don't worry, we will ride it. But now I think I'm about to ride Mad Tea Party by myself. Woo! There's no one on this ride. It's just me. Yay! Emma would be so proud. On Image is a 13-minute wait, so we are hopping on. they walk on, so that was really fun. I love seeing the Hatbox Ghost now that he's here, so that was great. Now, free fireworks music is playing, which means we gotta head back to the front of the castle to watch a second fireworks show tonight. Because at special after hours events, they do show Enchantment, which is the fireworks show from the 50th anniversary here in Magic Kingdom. So it's a double feature. We're about to go watch a second fireworks show in one night, which honestly for me specifically is amazing. And I'm already loving this after hours event. So you can watch Happily Ever After before the event starts, and then at 11 you can watch Enchantment. I mean, look at this. Look on the screen. Fireworks start in 5 minutes. Nobody is here. This is so fun. So that was pretty cool, watching 2 fireworks shows within 3 hours of each other. So I think that's a point on our team. I think Magic Kingdom really has this in the bag. Let's go ride some rides, maybe some snacks, and find some characters. All right, our next ride on the list, let's hop on People Mover. I want to go over to Tron soon, but I also need some popcorn and a Coke. So that might be our next stop. I couldn't read the weight from here, but it looked like a smaller number than 45. So I think we're gonna go to Tron next. To give you a good idea, let's check out the weight for Space Mountain.
To your right is the Astro Orbiter, our celestial system.
10 minutes! It says 10! All right, we're back over by Tron. We're gonna ride it now. I can't, the text is so small. What does it say, 35? You know what, I think I'm willing to wait 35 minutes. So let's go ride it. All right, if you want a great castle picture, after hours is where it's at. There's nobody here. I just stood in front of the castle, set my phone up and danced for like 2 minutes straight because that's what our social media team asked for. So you ask, I deliver. But there's nobody here. It's empty. Also, one of the best parts, in my opinion, about after hours is free snacks, and that includes ice cream. So let's eat a Mickey ice cream sandwich that was free. I mean, not technically free because we paid for this ticket, but right now in this moment it is free, and that's what matters. It tastes so much better knowing that I didn't have to pay for it right now. There's no one back there. I got an ice cream bar, and the stand that I went to first, the little girl in front of me got the last box of popcorn. So I'm walking across the hub. I think the other one has some left. I hope so. Oh, there's not that many. I want popcorn. Popcorn is my favorite snack of all time. Just thought you should know that about me. I need it. Ooh, we might not make it. I got it. The event is about wrapping up, so let's talk about our thoughts. I did enjoy my time here at this after hours event. However, it was pretty short, and it was short to me because my priority when it comes to things like this is the 2 fireworks shows that we got to see. I personally think that it's really cool watching Happily Ever After and then Enchantment about halfway through the after hours event. That did take up about half an hour of my time, so you know, depending on what you and your family's priorities are, that could be different. Love the free snacks, so I'm about to eat some more. And I love just walking around Magic Kingdom when it's empty. I hope you understand what I mean by that, and I feel like if you're watching this video, you probably do. So it's just a super cool feeling to experience that. Of course, I mean, you gotta consider the ticket price with all of that. I also think that a Magic Kingdom after hours event is not for little kids. Number one, it's very late. They're gonna be tired, they're probably gonna sleep, unless you hype them up on sugar. I don't know, I'm not a parent. But I will say that honestly, it's probably catered more to older kids, especially ones who wanna ride all the rides. So maybe bring your kids here if they're old enough to stay awake until 1 a.m. and you try to ride as many rides as possible and therefore skip the fireworks. I would tell you if you are coming to Magic Kingdom after hours to do Tron very last. Just like we always say, you can hop into a ride line at the very end of the night as long as it's before the park closed. I would do the same thing here with Tron so that you can do as much as possible during the 3 hours that you have. And of course, again, if you come earlier, starting at 7 p.m. or even earlier, you can get a lot done. I don't necessarily think that you should do that because you're already paying quite a bit for the after hours ticket. So I don't think you have to come before 7. I think that would be too much money to spend on a Magic Kingdom day. But I really did enjoy this after hours. It was very nice and fun. And honestly, the highlight for me was seeing 2 different fireworks shows. So if you like fireworks, then I think you should consider Magic Kingdom After Hours. Well, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you had fun. You know, I did. But you're about to have even more fun with the next person at the next After Hours event. So, see you later.
Howdy friends, it looked like you had a great time at Magic Kingdom, but we're about to have an even better time at Hollywood Studios. Let's get started, we don't have a lot of time. So today you and I get to hang out together in Hollywood Studios. The after hours here is a lot of fun and I'm so excited. So if you didn't know, it's on select nights from January 10th to April 10th, 2024. It ranges from about $155 to $175 per person, but annual pass holders and DVC members do get discounts. And the event takes place from 9:30 to 12:30 a.m., but you can get in as early as 7 p.m., which is what you and I did tonight. So there are several rides open, but attractions, entertainment, and experiences are actually kind of subject to change, which, you know, it's not always the best, but if it happens, it happens. We'll be flexible. Once the night officially starts, though, we're going to show you what's available. We're going to get started. But what we're starting with right now is something that is actually not technically included in after hours, but is a perk of getting in early. We do get in early enough to see Fantasmic, so of course I had to come on in. So we are here. I got here about 30 minutes early, and it was almost completely full. So definitely consider coming 30 to 45 minutes early if you want a better seat, even an hour if you want, and you can get food and drinks and snacks up here as well. However, with the event tonight, you get a lot of free snacks, so maybe don't spend your money on snacks just yet. So I just finished Fantasmic. I did cry. It's so good. Nobody's touching Fantasmic. Fantasmic is that girl. No one's touching Fantasmic. It's so incredible. Okay, you can't see me, but our night's just getting started. So everybody buckle up. We already cried once, and this is the beginning of our night. Oh, you can see me again. Here we go. Beginning of our night, one cry down. It's about 8:30 now that Fantasmic is over, and we actually have almost an hour until the event officially begins. One of the best perks of this and at any of the after hours is getting in a little bit early, because even though those wait times aren't low, not every single ride is going to be available all night during the events. So for those rides that aren't available, definitely hop on them while the park is still technically open. And there's going to be an official list on your little paper that you get. Now on the paper, it's going to show you the merchandise locations that are going to be open, the entertainment that you can find throughout the event, the attractions that are going to be open, and the food and beverage. So for tonight, we can find Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, Star Tours, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, and Rise of the Resistance, which is very exciting. Plus, Swirling Saucers, Slinky Dog Dash, Toy Story Mania, and Tower of Terror. Lots of exciting stuff. I can't wait, and I can't believe I get to be here. This is my favorite park right now, so I'm feeling very excited to have you with me. It is officially 9:03. I have gone ahead and gotten in line for Rise. They did actually let me get in a little bit early, because again, it doesn't officially start till 9:30, but as long as I had my wristband on, I went ahead and hopped in line. So it's a few minutes after the park closed, which means there's still people from not this event in line. I'm curious to see if you should come here immediately or maybe wait for that wait time to drop a little bit. So we're gonna test it out right now. Okay, we are walking, for the most part, straight to the front of the line. Eager to see. I did set my timer just to see. Oh, and we've almost stopped. Not half bad.
Transport is now under the command of the First Order. You will all proceed out and to your right immediately for your interrogation. Now get out.
more, and we've already finished Rise of the Resistance. I'm feeling pretty good. Now I do want to check out some of those free offerings, like snacks and things that you can grab, and then we're going to keep doing rides. Hopefully we'll meet a few characters and just really explore and see what's going on. Immediately, first thing I'm noticing is it feels so empty in Batuu, and I love it. How are you?
Doing swell. I reckon you must have been having lots of fun around the
Oh,
kingdom state.
absolutely,
Swell,
yes.
what's been your favorite thing to do so far?
Well, we just got started, so probably Rise of the Resistance. It was pretty
I'm happy to
neat.
hear that, honey. Have you been filling up on lots of good food today, too?
Oh, of course. Gonna get even more tonight, so we're
we get some
excited.
beignets tonight, honey. I'll have some ready for you at the
Absolutely.
restaurant.
Perfect. Can we take a photo? I'm thrilled. Just met Tiana. She's one of my favorite princesses. She and Cinderella and Rapunzel. They're my top 3. They're tied. Cinderella might be my number 1, but Tiana is really, really close. I'm so excited. One thing that's really interesting is they can change every single night. They will not tell you which characters are going to be here at any of the after hours, so that way they are subject to change, but Tiana's a nice little surprise to start our night. We already spotted another one. It looks like Pocahontas and Miko are out here together. And I have to get pictures with them too, right? Hi.
Hello,
How are you?
Well, thank you. Oh, I love what you're
Thank
wearing.
you. Oh, me in the middle. Perfect. Thank you.
So much of Miko.
I know. We actually have the same color scheme going on today.
It's also
It's pretty nice.
Beautiful.
I know. This is really nice for us
He's your
too.
favorite raccoon in all the land.
He
here.
is my favorite raccoon in all the land. That is true.
Good. He's
I
my
mean,
favorite.
of course.
He's always so reliable, the truest friend to have.
Of course. A little mischievous, but a lot of fun.
Maybe a little.
Just a little.
Well, I am as well, so I think we're a perfect match, aren't we, Miko?
That's fair.
It's always good to have a best friend like that.
Of
wherever you go.
course. Absolutely.
Do you have a very close friend like that?
I do. Her name is Quincy, and she and I get into a lot of trouble together, so we have a good time. Then we got to meet Pocahontas and Miko, and that was really neat. I still want to go grab some snacks, but then I think I'm going to start making my way towards like Tower and things, and then maybe circle back to Toy Story Land. Now this one is a little bit of a shorter event. We have from 9:30 to 12:30. It's already almost 10. So I don't want to waste too much time, but the characters are so neat, and it's a lot of characters you don't really get to see. And I'm seeing it's Duffy. It's Duffy. I actually saw you 2 months ago in Hong Kong. You looked wonderful. I'm so glad to see you here, though I missed you at Christmas time. So this is very exciting for me. Yeah, I'm you might be the highlight of my night. I'm so excited to see you here. That was Duffy! And I didn't have my Duffy keychain, and I'm heartbroken. But oh my goodness, this is the best day. This is the best. No, you cannot touch this anymore. This is the best ever after hours. I think I win. This is a knockout KO in under 5 seconds. Duffy wins. Y'all, for real, I just want popcorn, but I just met the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. No one was there, and it happened so fast that I didn't even have time to get my camera out. Just by himself, hanging out. So apparently Echo Lake is the place to be if you want to see characters who have no one in line for them. I finally got my popcorn after I almost got distracted again, to be totally honest with you, because Pinocchio and Rafiki were out. But we gotta focus. We're trying to maximize. And we've already met so many amazing characters. So I did go ahead and get some popcorn. You just walk right up to any of the stands that are open, show them your wristlet, and you get this for free. That's crazy. I love after hours. And granted, you paid a lot of money to be here. So the least they can do is give you a little Mickey ice cream bar and some popcorn. But you pay a lot of money on regular park days, and you also don't get that. So, pros and cons. Next up for me is going to be Tower of Terror, which is showing a whopping 13-minute wait. And if you don't know, that should be a pretty good sign for us. So we're going to head on over to the Twilight Zone, I'd say. It's 10:20, 2 minutes. Literally, it's just me and my friend Amanda. She was so nice, and thank goodness I was not alone. So I don't know if you guys know this, but I've started liking Tower more, and I've like really started to enjoy it randomly. But that was the scariest. That's the scaredest I've been the scariest situation I've been in on tower in a long time. Only 2 people on that thing, and it just kept going, and it's the most I've ever come out of my seat. It was nerve-wracking, but it was really, really neat to see it at night and to walk straight onto the ride. So pro Hollywood Studios After Hours point 1 KO. Okay, because we faced a real fear right there, I did treat myself with a free Mickey ice cream bar because it's free and I can. Might be a little ugly, but it's delicious. Now, I think we've not been back to Toy Story Land, so let's go check out that area in the back. I'm eager to see what Slinky Dog looks like, because Slinky Dog and Rise are easily the worst rides here as far as lines go and things to kind of interact with. And I think those 2 rides alone will be the make or break if this particular After Hours is going to be worth it for you. So you remember how I just said that right now? Rise and Slinky Dog are really what might make this worth it for you. Slinky Dog is closed and they don't know when it will reopen. They don't really have an idea of any time frame. And frankly, that's really just not the best. If you're here for Slinky and Rise, those bigger rides that you don't want to wait for, that's going to be a huge chunk of what I think makes this worth it. Fingers crossed it'll open back up. Honestly, we have no idea, but we still have a few more things that we can do. We can still check out. However, that just kind of, stinks. We are going to do some other things. We have a few more rides that we need to try out before, we run out of time. But I did want to point out there are a few things that you can actually grab dinner at if you want to while they're open. Woody's Lunchbox, Oga Cantina is actually taking some walk-ups, Oga's is. But frankly, that's not really how we recommend spending your time. If you can get in a little early and you want to have dinner before, you really need to maximize your time here. You really don't have enough hours. You don't have as many hours as a normal park day, but the ticket is almost as much as a normal ticket. So we really highly recommend grabbing the free items that you already paid for to snack on and maybe having dinner before the party rather than taking up some time while you're there. And you know what? I'll say it. It's a 5-minute wait, alien swirling saucers. I just want to see if we can do it. Now, Toy Story Mania was still 20 minutes. I really don't want to waste 20 minutes when we only have about an hour and a half left. Buzz.
I am observing new forms of intelligent life. Greetings.
Hi, thank you. Oh, yes, sorry. Thanks. One thing, that's actually a good note. So they just asked to see my wristband. That is something they're going to do before every single ride and before you walk into new lands, actually. They've been asking all night long, so just something to be prepared for. It's not a hassle. Just have to make sure that, you're allowed to be here. But, I was saying, Toy Story Mania is still 20 minutes. I really don't want to waste 20 minutes when I only have an hour and a half left. There's still more stuff I want to do, and hopefully that will drop and Slinky will open, but we'll see. I am pretty glad that I started with Rise. I think that was the best decision I could have made because the wait was so short. So, for a bucket, this one's for you, babe. Now it's saying that Toy Story Mania is still 20. I just don't know that I personally want to do that for Toy Story Mania right now. But it looks like Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run is about 10 minutes, and Mickey and Minnie's is only 5. And so is Star Tours. So let's keep going. Let's keep trucking. We've got some time, and I don't want to waste it. So finally made it over to Batuu again. We're kind of wandering through here. And frankly, for me, it's kind of crazy to see how few people are back here. You still see a few people, but for the most part, it is not like it normally is. Like, it's so crowded back here most of the time, and same for Toy Story Land. So there are a few things open tonight outside of just the rides and the snack carts and things. You can actually find Tatooine Traders is open. The Market Merchants is open over here in Galaxy's Edge. Doc Ondar's is open as well. Jesse's Trading Post is going to be open, and so is the Tower Hotel Gifts, which is where you leave when you're on Tower. There's going to be a few places open on Hollywood Boulevard as well, but not every single store. Now, one thing that I do think is pretty neat is that you can reserve a time to build your custom lightsaber over at Shawby's. It is limited walk-up reservations. First come, first serve. If you want to do it, I'd probably go straight there. Same thing for Droid Depot. You just check for walk-up availability. And that's kind of nice because normally you have to have reservations for those types of experiences. Now, I think it is exciting that Oga's Cantina has walk-up availability and that you can kind of just peruse in. I personally am not going to use my time doing that, but if you want to, you absolutely should. I love Oga's and I would never tell you not to come. So here we are. This might be the best time ever to take pictures with the Millennium Falcon. I am gonna head over and get in line. It's saying 10 minutes. I feel pretty confident in that. And you know, gonna fly this hunk of junk. Alrighty, hopped in line. You've never been on this one. You get to fly the Millennium Falcon. It's kind of like Mission Space over in Epcot if you've ever been on it, but just a little bit cooler and a lot techier. And also it's Star Wars, so just better. I got to be the pilot, which is very fun. I actually don't get to be the pilot a lot. When we ride this, we typically go for single rider, so it's really exciting to get to do that and not have to go through the single rider line and get to be it's exciting part. It's getting late. I'm losing my words. Now, I will say also, I just finished Millennium Falcon, but there was a PhotoPass person out there and no one was with them, so I just took solo photos in front of Millennium Falcon, which is incredibly hard to do because it is such a popular photo spot. So I think that is another plus to the whole night. It looks like Slinky Dog's open. I'm running to Slinky Dog. Rushing back here, it said 20 when I opened the app. I hope it doesn't get higher than that, but for Slinky Dog, I do think 20 is worth it, unlike Toy Story Mania. But I'm rushing back here. It's pretty quiet, so we'll see what's happening. Here comes Slinky now. Slinky Dog. That's what my family used to call it. Slinky Dog. D-A-W-G. Okay, it says 25. We'll see. Okay, waited 15 minutes. Not too bad for Slinky. Okay, we just got to ride Slinky Dog, so I'm really excited. It only took us 15 minutes, which I expected a lot worse. The wait time says 50 right now. If it is more than 25, I don't recommend getting in line. I just don't think that it's worth it because you've paid so much to be here for such a limited time, but pretty thrilled with that. So now that Slinky Dog is open, a lot of the rest of the times have kind of dropped for the night, so I'm gonna check out Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and hopefully maybe do Tower one more time. Yeah, Mickey and Minnie's is 5 minutes, so here we go. It's a really neat trackless ride where you kind of go into the story with Mickey and Minnie. Things go awry, but don't worry, they'll help you out. All right, we watched the pre-show and we're literally walking straight through onto the ride. I love this one, it's so good. I also think this is my formal nomination to give all of these cast members an Oscar because they really put on a performance when Goofy blasts a hole in the screen. Here we are, I get my own row. Oh. All right, we have 15 more minutes. We're gonna wave bye to Walt. And we are hopefully gonna do Tower one more time. One thing I do wanna say, just for all of the after hours in general, is it's a little chilly today. It's about 48 right now, which is, I think, cold. I know, I get clowned because it's not always super cold, but the 40s is cold, friends. So one thing I do want to say is make sure you have your jackets. I have on a sweatshirt right now underneath my jacket from AllEars Style. If you want to find it, go check out the website, or you can check out the AllEars Style Instagram right now. It's gonna be cold. Just be prepared for when the sun goes down to get a little bit chillier, and just kind of have a backup in case you need it. Okay, on our way back, 10 minutes left, and I just have to say I have been really, really pleased, but I am biased and I love a good after hours event. So let's hop on Tower, and then we can talk one more time about just kind of overall thoughts of the evening, the night, and if I think it might be worth it for you to come to a Hollywood Studios after hours. Okay, and just like that, it's the end of our night, and frankly, we did a lot. We did Tower twice, we did Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, we did Slinky Dog, we did Alien Swirling Saucers, we did both of the Star Wars rides. We did not get to do Star Tours or Toy Story Mania, but those are the only two, and we met 4 or 5 characters, we got snacks, and I was not rushing, I was not pushing myself. This, in my opinion, is so worth it. There are so few times that you can say you did almost everything in Hollywood Studios and met characters and had snacks in just a few hours. So I totally think that this is worth it, and I am pro after hours events. In my opinion, this can replace a regular Hollywood Studios day. You do miss out on the live entertainment aspects, which really stinks, but you get Fantasmic, which I think is totally fair, and I would prefer this every single time than a regular park day at any park, but especially this one. I have to say though, I'm a little biased, so do that with what you will. All right guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Breaking news. A third After Hours has joined the party. We're going over to our surprise guest now.
Hey everyone, I'm here to talk about the After Hours event here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. They don't exist. They may at some point exist, but as of now, we have no info. So. There have been extended evening hours in the past, but that is only for deluxe Disney World resort guests. No dates on that front either. This is just a friendly PSA to check those dates before you plan your trip. It's not having it. They won't let me in. Back to the Rumble.
It's already after my bedtime and I'm just arriving in Walt Disney World. This could only mean one thing. After hours, baby. Now you're not going to enter after hours in Epcot the same place that the general public are entering. You're gonna go all the way down to the left. Wow, we have our own whole VIP sort of promenade over here. But the first thing you have to do is pick up a schedule. I literally can't read a single word right now. Very small writing. We're gonna get into some better light and plan our evening. But before we do that, hello, Spaceship Earth. Wow. Beautiful. Right now there are Epcot After Hours events scheduled on select nights from February 2nd through April 4th, 2024. The prices range from $149 to $159, and annual pass and DVC discounts do apply. The parties run from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., but you can enter the park starting at 7 p.m. and ride any rides and attractions you want to during that time, including what we're going to do tonight, watching Luminous at 9 p.m., an hour before the party officially starts. All right, we have just 2 minutes now till Luminous starts, and I'm going to walk up to my favorite viewing spot and see if it's already very crowded. I mean, if it's going to be crowded for the show, or if people are not so much watching Luminous tonight. I don't know. Well, it'll be interesting to see. Luminous, of course, is an experience that anybody can have when they're visiting Epcot for the day. 9 p.m. is the time that Luminous starts. It is, I would describe it as a scaled down version of the last show that we had, which was called Harmonious, which is what replaced Epcot Forever, which is what replaced Illuminations, which is very controversial. Ooh, chalk art. It's Festival of the Arts. Stop and check out the chalk art. But anyway, we don't have time for that right now. We've got to get to our viewing spot for a show that anyone who had a ticket to Epcot Day can watch. We're just going to watch it to have it as an experience in addition to what we'll be having experience-wise at the rest of the After Hours event. It's 8:59. The intro music for Harmonious has started. Amazing. It has begun. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. This It's a little busy. It's not too crowded over here. So I think we're gonna get some really great viewing over here for Luminous. Luminous is so beautiful, and what I mean when I say that it's sort of a smaller scale version of Harmonious, the previous show, that show had a huge barge that actually obstructed the view of World Showcase during the day. You couldn't really look across the lagoon and see the different countries because you had this huge theatrical barge sitting in the middle of World Showcase Lagoon. This still has stuff that's out there, but it is nowhere near as obstructive. It's a good thing that you can't see it during the day. At night, I think it's just still a very impressive and really beautiful show, and it's something that you get to do if you purchase a ticket to the After Hours event. You don't have to have a park ticket during the day because you're allowed in 3 hours early, and you're let in at 7 and it starts at 9. I heard a rumor they had already opened the line, and that rumor appears to be true. Let's set the timer, see how long it takes us to get through this queue. The first time in my life ever I have gotten in a standby queue for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, currently posted 25 minutes. Standby entrance, look at that. Wild. We have not stopped yet. There was a moment, there was a pause. There was a pause while the pre-show loaded more people. Oh my gosh, we are in the pre-show and we did not stop. And nobody's walking up into this section, and we are going to. What I really need to help you understand about this is it's still 1 minute to 10. We've gone through the entire Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind queue, and we're waiting now to enter the pre-show. Well, my hair's getting longer. I'm gonna cut it soon, but this is what we're featuring tonight. Happy After Hours. Woo! Worth it. Worth every penny and more. I pay more for this. You could literally ride that all night and get your money's worth. Think of the equivalent in individual lightning lane purchases. Whoa. I love this event. Epcot After Hours forever. I swear to you, if that was the only experience we had tonight, I would feel like it was more than walking on in under 10 minutes. It was the time that it took us to walk through the queue. It takes a long time. They're not giving you a shortcut. You're not entering through the dash line or the individual lightning lane line. You are entering through the full queue, which means you have many layers, levels to walk through. It's a beautiful queue. So it's actually a gift they're giving, so you get to experience it all. But it does take some time. But once you get to the end of it, based on our experience just now, you get to hop right on that ride after the pre-show. So multiple pre-shows, worth it. there is a special magic shot that cast members are setting up right now, and they told me as soon as they are ready, they will let me know and let me take part in that magic shot. Well, I was the very first person to get this magic shot. So I'm excited to see it. I feel honored. I literally watched them setting it up, and my reward for this exciting, momentous occasion is getting to ride Mission Space Orange. Because we've got to know. We have to know. We have to know what the experience is like. Let's do it. Mission Space Orange. All right, it's a posted wait of 10 minutes. Something tells me it's not going to be that long. If it was not even a 10-minute wait to ride Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, but we will see. Literally no other humans but cast members. This is amazing. Hello. A couple folks going green mission because they're smart. We're going thrill. We're going spill. We're going all the way. Ah, here we go. Oh no. Our solo pod. Oh, I could sit literally anywhere. Should I sit maybe center? Well, there's no turning back now. We have no choice but to go to actual space. See, you thought all you were doing was signing up for an after hours party in Epcot, or an after hours event, but no. You signed up for a trip to space because Epcot is extra, and it always has been and always will be. Activate manual control, where? I feel like this was a horrible place to plan to land. Am I alone in believing that? Well, we did it. If I was going to give a recommendation, I'd say maybe skip Mission Space during the After Hours event and ride Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind a few more times. But if you want to have a diverse experience and get the most out of it in terms of variety of rides, then it's here for you. And we walked right up to the pre-show. I need a little break from rides for a second after Mission Space Orange. So why don't we go and do some dancing? Right out here outside of Connections Eatery. In fact, they did seem to turn down some of the lights, but we've got an awesome dance party. And just as I had heard, Chip and Dale are in the house. How fun was the dance party with Chip and Dale? So cool, right outside of the Connections Eatery side of the Connections building. Really fun dance party. They were playing great music, throwback tunes from not the Disney Channel of my childhood, but the Disney Channel of my Disney Channel revival when I got really into Hannah Montana and That's So Raven, because they were really good shows and I would watch them before I would do a matinee at Wicked on Saturday mornings. Anyway, the really great part about hanging out at the dance party is you walk a couple feet and guess what? You're walking into Test Track with a 10-minute posted standby wait time, which I have a feeling means walk on. There are people entering the Mexico Pavilion. That is where you were able to do some shopping and also ride the Grand Fiesta Tour starring the Three Caballeros. I'm making the choice to go ahead and skip that for now. I want to go ahead and make sure we get to ride Frozen Ever After and Remy and also Soarin'. So we're having to, it's the choices are having to be made now. It's getting to that point, and more than an hour in, we are going to have to make some tough choices. And we still haven't had any snacks. And look at these people walking with their Mickey Premium bars. We've got to grab some popcorn and a soda. Come on, we got to do this. And Mariachi Cobre. Wristband. Hello, good evening. Whoa, this is so amazing. And we're allowed to just take a soda here. Oh, amazing. I'm gonna have a real Coca-Cola because it is a party. Here we have the lemonade strawberry bars, the Mickey's premium ice cream sandwiches, and the Mickey's premium ice cream bars, neither of which I can eat. I can eat these, but I'm gonna skip this for now. And then there are some other refreshments for purchase, right? Are you still selling the wine and the beer and the troll creme, which is a frozen blend of cranberry and vanilla topped with dragonberry rum. So if you are looking for alcohol, not all that many places to find alcohol during the event, and right here in Norway is one of them. Dancing, it's like a magical atmosphere, I have to say. Now, what I'm seeing in front of me is very interesting. Cast members are guarding a roped off China. So from China on, and we'll see on the other side what is roped off, but you're not gonna be able to walk all the way around World Showcase and do the full horseshoe, if you will. All right, let's see. Frozen Ever After has a posted wait outside of 5 minutes. I have not seen that in a long time. Even when the wait is 5 minutes long, they don't post that it's 5 minutes. So this has to mean it is a true walk-on. Let's see. Amazing, total walk-on for that. And I don't know, it made me appreciate it more because we had to wait much less than we normally do, even with a lightning lane reservation. All right, now the only thing standing in our way, standing between Remy's Ratatouille Adventure and us is the fact that we have to walk all the way to France from Norway, and we have to go the International Gateway World Showcase Plaza route. On our journey from Norway to France, I do smell they are making maple popcorn. I will ask if this is included. Wow, is this maple popcorn delicious? I'm gonna say this is must have, and if you really wanna turn up the, raise the stakes, I guess, I would get one of these and one of the buttered, both of which are plant-based. Side note, not that you're necessarily plant-based, but they are. And I would mix the two together. Yeah! And the Mill Stage does feature live entertainment all night long. Just like the song says, life is a highway. Life is a highway. I wanna ride it all night long. Well, I did just walk up upon Mickey Mouse. He had all his lights on, and then they all went out. And now, oh, there they go. But this is great. Right here in the France Pavilion, normally you can meet Aurora here. But this is the spot where you can meet Mickey. We're not gonna prioritize that right this second. I'm a heartless, I don't know, bad guy. But we are going to go ahead and skip meeting the world's most famous mouse in order to hang out with a rat who can really cook, Remy, and the Ratatouille Adventure. And the wait right now is posted at 5 minutes, which is very suggestive of walk-on. Wow, it's only taken us 40 seconds to get in here. And we're already riding. I was saying, as in, there's only one of me. And then the cast member was saying, as well. And I went, yes, we, And then I realized that he meant row for my party of and then I said merci. Remy's Ratatouille Adventure check. It's 12:08. That means we only have 52 minutes left of this event, and we have to hit up the land pavilion because I think it's very vitally important we ride Soarin' and Living with the Land. So we've got to go to the land pavilion because that's where those things are. Well, I love this. World Nature is decorated with lighting all over the place, and it looks great. This is so cool. Never has the land pavilion been so cool in such a cool dance party way that I've ever experienced. Well, unfortunately, Soarin' is down for technical difficulties, which can happen during your after-hours event. Even if you pay all that extra money, rides are going to be down if they're going to be down. Now, I'm seeing something interesting at Living with the Land. I think we should go ahead and bounce back. I think we should ride Living with the Land. It exits right at the entrance of Soarin', and if Soarin' doesn't reopen, at least we get to ride this. Do you think we have time to walk through Moana Journey of Water, check out what it looks like during an after hours event, and then get over to Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind to get in line right before the event closes at 1? Moana Journey of Water, let's do it. Thank you. So far, I haven't seen a single person in here with us. Oh, there's somebody. Oh, wow. Beautiful scene. And if you ever wanted to spend a lot of quality time with any of the exhibits in Moana Journey of Water, it looks like this is a great time to do it. Since before the opening, we haven't seen, let's walk backwards through this and see if it works. Oh, magical. We didn't get wet. We don't see that they have a need for a virtual queue for this, or that the lines get super, I haven't seen a line accumulate since really it opened. There will be a lot of people in here sometimes, all trying to have the same experiences. And as you can see right now, we're pretty much alone. And this kind of picture, this photo opportunity is very rare. And there's a PhotoPass photographer here, so I think I'm gonna take a picture with this beautiful scene. And now it's 12:53, We are not going to run, but we're gonna walk briskly and see if we can catch up with Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind one more time before the event is over. We only have 5 minutes and I'm being distracted by the dance party. There's a large amount of fog. I love outdoor party fog. Way to go, Disney. Good call. Are we in? We're in. We're in, we're in, we're in, we're in, we're in. I believe now it's official. All the way. We got to experience 7 rides and attractions, 8 if you count the fact that we rode Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind twice. I think that's pretty amazing for 3 hours that we had, where the park was an exclusive experience only to ticket holders of the after hours event. I also think that it's amazing you get those 3 hours before it's exclusive to attendees of the after hours event, because you can get a lot done there. You can eat, you can watch Luminous like we did. Actually, if you count Luminous, that brings the total number to 8 or 9 if you count Guardians twice. So I absolutely think this is something that is of value to those who enjoy really riding the rides.
This was truly a rumble to remember. Let us know in the comments which park you believe should be crowned as the Disney World After Hours champion.
If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. And now go watch our big Game Master tournament. See you next time.